at the morning, we have to give thanks and praises. Today is Saturday, no people. It is this Saturday, lemon Saturday. Yes, Jah. Bless up. All praises. Bless. Today is Saturday. The Sabbath started on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Yep. The days of the Most High Himself. All the days are the days of the Most High. But these days, Fridays and Saturdays, are the days that the 2 days in the week. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown will give you this Shabbat. So this morning, I want to come in here. First of all praises unto the Most High, peace and blessings to the people. And hard work and dedication is my thing, and faith and my ability, so I could create works with faith and have this ability, exercising my faith with my ability and glorifying the Most High, the one and only true God. So, blessed to the greatest King, Yahweh Shai, Rakatah. Peace unto the people. Yah is the King, and Yah is the King of Kings. And we gotta know that. No matter what men say, no matter what type of state of confusion that they might bring to confuse you, chasing you away from your Creator, allowing you to serve other gods. So today we're gonna touch 2 books. We're gonna touch the book of Psalms, and the first Psalms 1. And I need you all guys to listen in Psalms 1. A lady gonna read, and I will break it down. Okay? Psalms 1. Most people gotta really listen to Psalms 1. Listen to the conditioning that Psalms 1 is allowing the people to know these type of conditioning the spirit needs and not the flesh. Rebuke the flesh and listen to the spirit within you. The Spirit of God is telling you every time you're about to do something that's not right, if you have not eliminated your conscience and allow your heart to become contaminated, your spirit is very aware, and it will tell you every time you go to do something that's wrong, it will be tuned with you, it will conversate with you, it is your guide, it will guide you. But throughout the years, when you don't listen to your inner self, the first state of mind, the first feeling, gut feeling within you, and you don't listen to it, you notice that something always happens, and then you say, man, I should have listened. I knew it, so it's important. Psalms 1, underline Psalms 1, because Psalms 1 actually is a protection, is a guide, okay? And it could save you from yourself. So I'll pass on. We go in Psalms 1. I need glasses and I can't to see, especially these black and white words. They be playing on Pocahontas with me. All right, so a lady gonna read that, and I'm gonna break it down to us who dwells in the physical body How so easy when we allow the physical flesh to override our intellect, spiritual guide, and our spiritual soul. We become filthy, very filthy. And we become so filthy, darkness take upon us. The filthy dark, the dark that is of satanic, iblis, the dark that makes you becomes a beast. Because man also, I forgot to tell y'all in the last vlog that I made when I said God created the beast thereof. I forget to tell you, but I'm going to tell you now. Man is also a beast. Because the things that man does when he uses beastly desires, you see the evil comes out of him. He will genocide an entire village, burn the houses down, kills the babies. He'll do that. He will radish and radish, move from one to the next, to the next, to the next. So we see a pattern of that evilness upon the leaders of the world, how they goes around and do the same thing that is in Psalms 1. It's telling you, be mindful of not to do. Do not sit with sinful men. Okay, so let's go. Blessed all praises to the Most High. Before she start, let me say something. Great King, great Master, as we gather here today, wherever 1, 2, or 3 are, thou is into the midst. As I open thy mouth and speak words of righteousness, allow me to be precise and stay on the right path and don't stray away. And allow the people that will hear me in this world, in this earth, let them have the ability to analyze everything that I say, that they do not get confused. And those that is already confused is because of their sinful ways. Peace and blessings, all present to the Most High. Peace. Go ahead.
The way of the righteous.
The way of the righteous.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Stop. Here. First one. It's right there. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the ways of the unrighteous. He's right here. Tell you don't mix with them. They're evil, they're corrupt, they're liars, confusion, abomination. Don't waste your time. Do not cast pearls into swine. Go ahead.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Nor standeth in the ways of sinners. Do not look at what they're doing, because they might be famous, they might be rich, they might be wealthy, but still do not look at their wealth, because the wealth that they achieve, it is by sin, by abomination. So that wealth is no good. It might be good to them, but really and truly, all those who into that wealth, chaos will be coming to them. Judgment will be coming to them.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Nor sitteth in the seats of the scornful. Why would you want to sit where wicked man sits? Why would you want to sit in the place where wicked man was created to sit? So, we have a lot of places that I could use that as an example and show you. Don't we go vote for a good president? Don't we go elect good house of parliament? They all give us. But as they go into there and they sit in there, they become contaminated, because all who sits here is actually contaminated. Read on.
But his delight is in the law of the land, law of the Lord.
Of course, this is why when I don't do, or other brothers like me do not partake into the things that could make us wealthy real fast and make us known worldwide real fast, we choose not to. And a lot of people might say, you dumb man, you getting a chance, man. Why don't you do this? Life will be easy for you. And this is not our desire, because we know they're sitting in the seats of deceitful men. unrighteous men. So we don't want to pick up their ways, and a lot of us is picking up their ways. We adopting their ways, their principles, their attitude, and we are getting lost day by day. Read on.
And in his law that his meditated day and night.
Yeah, sure. If you have a project, that this project you have to accomplish this project and take it in so you could get graduated, then if you sturdy and be approved and you work on your project, in the time comes to give up your project, you will done your project, and your project will give you a pass, because you have to meditate within it day and night. So for the people who do not believe in God, but it's only when there has an issue or death is creeping upon them, they call the name of God, or they say God or Lord, Father. No, it ain't gonna work like that. It does not work like that. You gotta work to be approved. You gotta work, show works to be approved. So you running your life the way you want to run your life, you have that right. But you are not doing the works of God. So Most High God does not know you, even though the Most High created you, but He does not know you because you are not doing His work. You're doing the works of sinners, and you're creating abomination. So go ahead and do your abomination. But my Lord already telling you, checkmating you. These are all the things definitely He's telling you. Be mindful of and be aware, and do not do these things, because no way you will sit in the seat of a wicked man and figure that you will not become wicked, because it's the wicked man who create his gathering, his foundation, and he does not. So no matter when you might have an intention, like our president, before he was president, you heard how he speaks. Now he's president, he don't sound the same, because he has sit in the seat of the deceitful. Blessed be, praise the Lord. Read on.
And he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water.
Of course, my brother, if you go through your struggles, you go through your hardship, your persecution, the people persecuting you, the name calling, the laughing, the everybody telling you, oh, don't do that, because if you do this is better for you, and everybody's trying to convince you to do the things of men. No one is telling you, have faith within your Creator and do His work and His will, and your reward will be granted to you. So, if you stay in the likeness of good over evil, and you practice good, you preach good, act good, talk good, do everything that you know that your spiritual guide is allowing you to do, which is on the spiritual side, the righteous side, then of course, you shall never have a problem. And even when people say, but wait, didn't the house just burn down? Why that man acting on this woman acting like it is nothing? Because we are not attached to vanity. The life is more important. So of course, when you do the things of the Creator, you become a different individual. Your power, your faith is increased by 2,000 or 10,000%. Better than the man that just only use his flesh desires upon his ability. Read on.
That bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
Of course, he will bring forth his fruit in his season, because he's doing everything that the Creator has asked him to do. He has been his brother's keeper. He has not turned his brother away when his brother said he was hungry and gave him a stone to eat. He has been his neighbors and respect his neighbor. Okay. He has done all the things. He have never violate his neighbor and let the sun rise and let the sun set, and then go to his neighbor and tell neighbor, I'm sorry for violating you, or I'm sorry for this. He does all the things that the Most High asks him to do, because he does not want to be as the swine. He wants to be as the lily. that is planted beside the rivers, of waters, that it lives, that's not wither. Who would not want that? That's like in gambling here, they give you what, 7-1 or 10-1, something like that. 7-1, 7-1, not 10-1. They give you 7-1. Some people give you 8-1. The Most High is only the only one give you 100-1, 1,000-1. The percentage of the blessings is tremendous. It's high. It's forever. So there's a better reward for you doing the things of the Most High, of righteousness, more than you doing the things of evil. That's
Um, his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper.
Of course. His lips shall not, between the time that this person is creating or doing what they're doing and they're getting a fight, they're getting hardship. You find people don't like him for no reason. They hate him. They say, oh, stop what you're doing. It doesn't make no sense. Some even shout, kill him. Some say, look at it, get rid of him. For no cause, no apparent reason at all. Just because this one is a little different. This one does not speak of self-destruct. This one speaks about his creator. This one speaks about the one that is greater within him. And they rise against him without a cause. They say hang him. Some say kill him. Some say burn him. Some say beheaded him. Some say he's crazy. He's a mad person. He went insane. He believed in that God that no one sees. He believed in that God that does not do anything for him. Look at him. Look at him. But that man holds forth, just like Job. He holds his faith and he continues his work. For he knows his creator is worthy to be saved, to be glorified. He knows his creator is worthy to be praised. And he will not let no one take that away from him. So he will take himself away from the things of the earth. That's why a lot of people, homeless people, you say, look at it, he's a homeless bum. That man is greater than you with all your money. For you have choked yourself, can't breathe, lust, grief. All these things is in you. And that man has nothing, and he's one of the happiest person on planet Earth. So now you turn around and you say it's because he's lazy or because he like his condition. No, you have never overseen his condition. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have a condition. The only thing he realized is he shall not be a slave to vanity, nor to society. Okay? But you could tell these people who overstand because they don't not allow themselves, because your body is a temple of these, so you don't allow yourself to become violated by your wicked self. So you will stay clean, you'll try your best to stay clean. And I have seen homeless people that doesn't have nowhere to bathe, but they stay clean. Some of them go into the McDonald's and get a little 5-15 minute wipe up and wash up. And some of them they walk with the toothbrush in their mouth, they brush their teeth, they comb their beard, because cleanliness is next to godliness. So not because you are homeless, or not because you are in that predicament to say, well, I can't do anything and I need help. Majority of the times, the Most High gives you the power within you to resurrect the soul within the body. And from the moment you resurrect the soul within the body becomes alive again. You see, the body could be alive, but it could be dead. You see people walking around and they feeding off alcohol. They feeding off crack. They rather smoke crack all day long, 7 days a week, 31 days or 29 days or whatever days in a month that the month comes. They rather smoke instead of eating. Even when they're shrinking and getting bony and mager, they does not see that as something bad, because they already accept the defeat and the lust. So that's what's killing them. The desire of evil kills the soul. Read on.
ungodly are not so, but are like the shaft which in the wind driveth away.
Sure.
Driveth away.
The ungodly are not so, but they are like the shaft which the wind driven away. So you ever see you walking on the street and all of a sudden the wind pick up? That wind comes from nowhere, but when it comes, it picks up all the dirt and the dog poop and the plastic bag, and it just raise all that dirt and throw it right in your face. And sometimes you just put on your nice white clothes on, you're going somewhere nice, and you wonder, what is this? It was so nice. Where this wind came from? So evil is like the dusty wind. Read on, say that, repeat that part again.
The ungodly are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away.
Like the shaft which the wind driven. So they're the debris, the nasty stuff that comes within the wind that could fly into your eyes, the particles and all of that could cause harm to you. So evil comes in a massive group, and they attacks you when you're doing the things of the Most High to cause you to be blind, stop you, make you filthy and dirty, and then tell you, where are you going, you dirty this, you dirty that, you filthy. My Lord, the Lord don't want to speak to you. The Creator doesn't want to speak to you because you're filthy. Remember what you did 2 years ago? Remember what you did 5 years ago? Remember what you did a year ago? Remember what you did 2 months ago? God don't want to speak to you. You're just like me. So in other words, hang with me and do more evil with me, because you'll never get forgiveness. So let's go ahead and do the abomination. That's why you was created. So it's like the shaft, the wind blow, creating all these particles flying in your face. Read on.
Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous.
No, they shall not stand in the congregation of the Most High. They're evil. They have said so much things about the Creator and rise against my Lord. They have taken counsels against my Lord. Some of them are blaspheming until now. Things that my Lord has never said to them. They say they're worshiping and practicing and calling the name of my Creator in abomination. So sure they shall not stand in the holy place of my Lord. Because my Lord knows their hearts. Look, sift through the word and listen to the people who usually tells you what's good and what's bad, and how they see life and how they see a next human being to a next human being, the next soul life energy, how they treat that person. And you wonder, are they really praying to a God of righteousness? Are they? Because you could see my Lord is not a God of confusion, a God of confusion. So how could you be serving a king, one of the most, is the most powerful creator upon the face of the earth, and then you want to tell me he deals with uprightness to the T, and you're going to represent him? But here you are doing the things definitely that he tells you personally you can't do, but you do. And then you come with the two-face, pretending this is why we catch them. Read on.
For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Of course, the Lord knows our hearts. He knows our hearts. He knows the people that's in this colonial system, that is into this earth. Those of us that is willingly wanting to do good, and how we're being oppressed for doing good. I saw the man came out and cooked some food, and they was giving out foods, and all of a sudden to the homeless, and all of a sudden a group of cops came and start taking the food now to throw away. Now you have people are feeding the homeless. Now I could understand what they're saying. There are some people who like to take advantage of things. They say, well, if I could get a plate of food here, I get a meal here and a meal there. Who wants to work? I don't need to work. There are people who says that. But they only make it bad for the other people that really and truly needs this meal. So there we gotta be knowledgeable to know. And at that time, who could tell when someone is hungry or not? Because they even have rich people that has a lot of money and they be hungry. They be hungry. They have billions, but they're hungry. Some of them so concerned about their money, they don't have time to eat. So they're walking, that's why they collapse sometimes. Yeah, because they're only thinking about the wealth, and because of that, that's a distraction for them to eat. They want to eat the money, go around the money. If they know they make $1 million, they don't need to eat. Man, I just make $1 million today. Who want to eat? They're so happy they don't want to eat. They don't want to eat. Or you hear that? Oh, let's go celebrate. We make $2 billion today. Let's go celebrate. They quicker get a bottle of wine. They ain't got time to eat because they think it's like, man, we just make $2 million. So be mindful of what you allow, you trigger your physical self to. That's what you will become. Read on.
That's it.
That's it. So that was Psalms 1, people. Just the first psalm in the Bible, Psalms 1. Now, most I say a little here and a little there. That's why I will not read the Bible like a novel. Most people really like a novel and get lost because it's like a big storybook. So we just read Psalms 1, and Psalms 1 specifically telling you, do not mingle with evil people. Do not mingle with dark-hearted people. Do not mingle with black-hand people. Do not mingle with people that love confusion and corruption, like to start nonsense, always in a fight, always fighting for no reason. What you're fighting for, you're always fighting. When you look at what you're fighting for, you ain't fighting but stupidity. All these is confusion. All these are the things that occupy your spiritual time, that you lost into your physical self because you look into do this, do that, and all what you're so busy doing is corruption. You need to go over there. You got your children at home, but you ain't going to take care of your children. You need to go all the way across town. You don't need to be there. You need to take care of your children. But this entity or the sick is there over there for you, the sick of the unrighteous. And because you yourself is unrighteous yourself, you will like go sit in the seat. So you could become more corrupt. You ever see people leave one place? They were there and they thought they was the head of the stuff, the poop. And then after a while, they get to find out that they're not the poop here. There are a lot of other poops that want to smell louder and stronger than that poop. So that poop got to move. There's too much male crabs, so female can't live in the same hole. So they go somewhere else where they believe that they control over there. They got authority over there. But when people find about them where they went, they have to come back where they left. Because all that is how these demons are using you. So you're busy doing a whole lot of stuff that you ain't doing nothing. But corruption, abomination, and all type of stuff that you don't need to be doing. So we just read Psalms 1, and I think we should go into let's go into Romans. Let's go into Romans 9:13, 28 verse. Now, I hope we get Romans. If you don't get that, you could jump into Deuteronomy chapter 7. And you're one of them that you get first, we could go with that. So I got my Bible, thank God. And I give thanks.
You said Romans what?
Romans 9:13. Go down.
It was written.
Yeah. Now, people like to talk about, God is a God of love. God is a God of peace. Our God is a master of all things. He's not just a master of love, he's the master of war. He's the head of all war. Don't think my God is not a warlord. You all like to give the image of God as just this God that is all forgiving and all loving, and he doesn't have his way, of course. Remember, he created man, So let's go find out, why is it that, is this passage is written in red or it's in black? Okay. We're gonna read Romans 9:13. Where you at, on the first verse or the 28th verse? I'm down to the 28th. We're gonna come back to where you was. I just want to see. On the 28th verse, they read. Start that line right here from.
As concerning the gospel.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a back and front. Remember, I tell you guys, it's not just reading the stuff and just jumping. So go back where you was before in Romans 9:13, and then we're gonna come back to this part right here. We're gonna jump through Deuteronomy, Romans 9:13, and then we're gonna come to Romans 9:13 under the 28th verse. So read from Romans 9:13, where it says, as it. Go ahead, read that. Which was the first one you got?
As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Stop. So as it was written, right? This is not I who wrote the Bible. I just come around just the other day. So man of God, or the Most High God inspired man to actually translate. And I'm not just talking about King James, because God always worked, the Most High always worked through man. Just like Shaitan, Iblis works to distract man. God does not distract men. God allows man to see within their hearts and soul their purpose and their form, and allow man to go and unfold the truth within himself. He does not come and say, hey, you have to go there. Hey, you come here. But if the Most High, if you within the book of life, and you represent the meaning, then you're surrounded and strong. So you have a whole lot of protection from your Creator, because your Creator will always protect you. I told you that. You just gotta believe that, and you gotta work to get that blessings. So we seen here already, there's a slight change here. Read on. Start back from the beginning. Call the verse and start back. As it was written. I don't know.
What verse was that? 28?
No, back to the 9:13 where you just read on to that. Romans 9.
As it is written.
Sister, a little louder.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
Okay, stop. Now here it goes. Two children, both from the same moms. But as the verse starts, it says, as it was written, Jacob has I loved, Esau has I hated. Who's hating who? Read on. And it even goes as far and says, what would we say? Is there unrighteousness within God? So people want to know, why God, what's going on here? Read on.
God forbid.
God forbid. Most High forbid. There's always righteousness with the Most High.
For he saying to Moses, I have mercy on whom I have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have
This
compassion.
is what the Most High says unto Moses. Unto Moses. For I will have mercy upon whom shall I have mercy, and I shall have compassion to whom I shall have compassion. We can't question God. This is what we do in the world. Questioning a very high authority. Go ahead.
So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but
Stop.
of God that showeth mercy.
So here we go. We're cracking the egg right now to see what's inside. So it is not he who runneth, saying God, God, and we see this in the world. Everybody crying God, but God knows, the Most High knows that. And he knows they ain't calling him. And he knows they're hypocrites, liars and deceivers, twisted tongues. Doesn't answer them. So he allowed them to obtain their power and wealth within the earth. Their power and their wealth will be the disaster. And when they really comes to realize that the money and power, then they're going to understand the power of the Most High. Because man believe that he's the God of gods. And he has all the weapons, and he has all the mass destruction, and he has everything, and he's ready to take on God. Oh, come on, God, bring it for me. I'm ready for you. I've been hearing about you all great and powerful. I got hydrogen bombs here. I have rocket launchers here. I got, man, come on, Lord. Come on, Lord. Yeah. They want to take on the Most High. They want to take on the Most High. So, Most High will have mercy upon who he will have mercy upon. And he will have compassion on who he wants to have compassion about. Unto. What shall we say? Read on.
For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up,
Her.
that I might show my power in thee.
Okay. So I tell people sometimes, my Lord is sitting there and watching all these great men who say they're men. And he'll just allow watching them doing their nonsense. He watched them. Okay? Read that verse again. There's a message in that verse.
For the scriptures saying unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
Indeed. So, sometimes people, when the Most High has a job for you, it could be an upper or a lower, he will show his power. Most High is who makes man and breaks man. He builds you, he breaks you. That's his will. That is his will. And when the Most High God ready for someone that is in the book of life, and he goes to the bottomless pit, or he goes to the worst of worst, and because of that person's heart within the person's soul, touch them and anoints them, and that person comes out from all slumber. That person break all chains and all shackles that was bound in them. See, one of the things that we gotta ask the Most High God for is the strength to bust these yokes, these chains that bound us. We need that strength from the Most High to allow us to free ourselves from all chains and shackles, that we could escape this bounding. From the moment you escape these chains and shackles, you becomes an enemy to the dark forces. So evil ain't gonna like you, because you've been redeemed by the greatest power of all. And this is why I tell people, be mindful what you do. Because these demons don't want your flesh, because your flesh is the quickest way for abomination. They want your soul. Because this is what they're saying. We shall go through and forth the earth and corrupt everybody. We're going to make everybody be a sinful piece of crap. We're going to make the mother want to sleep with the sons. The mother wants to sleep with the daughter's husband, or the father wants to sleep with the son's wife, and so forth and so on. All these are things these demons has laid out to create confusion within God's people. This entity likes to create abomination and sin. And sin is shame. So when you create all these sins and he has something to throw on you. Did you ever see somebody bribe somebody, or somebody they know something about you and they say, well, if you don't tell me, I will go and tell your wife, your father, your mother, you got to do what I tell you, or else I'll put out your business out. So this person doesn't want nobody to put out their business. They oblige to, they go with what the person done. But that becomes a greater problem, because now you have two things that you don't want this person to know. You already did one thing already that somebody else know, that is threatening you to report you if you don't comply by what they want from you. And if you give them that, you're going deeper. Deeper. So the key thing is to restrain you in sin and abomination, and to make you feel guilty. To make you feel guilty that you will no longer have the pride to say the name of Yah, or the name of the Creator, name of Elohim, Adonai. And Lord has a lot of different names. Great Hosanna in the highest places. Great Emmanuel. So let's be mindful. Read on you at. So these are little passages that's right there that if you be mindful of, you'll protect yourself. Not just yourself, but your soul. Because it's a gift. Read on.
Therefore had he have mercy on whom he will, have mercy on whom he will he harden.
Of course. Most High hardened the hearts of Pharaoh. He made him to be like that for a purpose, so that he will show men the power within him. Sometimes you have a president, God hardened his heart for a purpose. Because the people are evil. And God wants the people to change. That's why sometimes you fight fire with fire. Sometimes you fight evil with evil. To a certain form. Because look what Pharaoh did. God hardened Pharaoh's heart so hard that he didn't even know his son was the firstborn. And that's what he said. He said, if your God is all this and that, well, okay, let me see how powerful. Let all firstborn die. Pharaoh didn't even know he was the firstborn. His son was the firstborn, and he was the firstborn. Moses was the firstborn too. But Moses was protected under the banner of the Most High. This is why he didn't die. And Pharaoh didn't die because God kept Pharaoh there as an example to show Pharaoh his power, that he is God. Because Pharaoh didn't accept God. He had a calf. He was creating stuff out of creating things out of rocks and graven images and worshiping that and giving that all the power. So God put Pharaoh in a position that when his son died and he carried his son to that calf, that brick garden that he created there, to resurrect his child. And he stayed there praying and praying and praying and praying, and that child never moved. Because these dummy gods ain't got no power. These gods that man created out of brick and stone and graven images and sitting and praying to it and wasting the time, sending all the energy in it. Man, if you create the stuff out of cement, a next man created it out of cement and water, what power do it have? You're the one who's giving it all that power. You giving it your power, your energy. But it can't do nothing for you. Not a thing. If that stuff could have do something, trust me, it wouldn't stand up there all these years in one corner while you're killing it with incense and smoke and all that thing, burning it, eyes and choke. That thing would have run away a long time. That stuff that has no power. No power. Most I tell you, they ain't got no power. No power. So when Pharaoh brought his son to this and he figured that, remember Pharaoh had great magicians. Remember when Moses put down his staff, Pharaoh tell his magician, put on the staff to turn into a snake. But at that particular time when his son died, where was his magicians to resurrect his son? And where was his God that he worshiped and make him all powerful? Where was his God to bring back his son? Their God couldn't do that. The only one God is the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, God of Ishmael. This is the only one God that had whole life and could bring life. All these people that you see, they go into the grave and they showing you they're resurrecting. That's not their power. And like I said, this thing here that you see in this resurrection, it's only feeding off of their life energy. It's because of their needs and they want it got up. And the entity is using them. Or the legion is using them. So God is great. We finished that passage right there. There's more to that passage, right?
Yeah.
Let me get it. Listen, people, real things. Or you're jumping into something else.
Same.
Okay.
Thou would say then unto me, why don't he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will?
Of course. People make excuses all the time. They complain, they blame God. They say, well, God is God, why he let that happen? If God is God, why? That's all what they do, bicker. They have not understood anything. And that's why they're still questioning. And it's not for all, like I said, it's not for all. Because the elders that was before us that knew a lot of secrets of things, they didn't share it to us because some of us, they knew we didn't have the capability to keep the secret. So they rather died with it. That's it with this passage right there. Go to Deuteronomy. We'll come back to the 28th verse in there. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. When people talk about Red, I listen to you, some people say, but yeah, some love it, and some just believe that I'm this person who just don't like people or don't like whites. That's not me. That's not me. I have a lot of white, Caucasian people. That's my friend. You know, I have Oriental people. That's my friend. You know, it's not about that. It's about, like I always say, it's the truth. Why is the truth? Because why is it the entire, all the nations upon the face of the earth does not see us as who we are? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the black man that's to be, or the copper skin man, the burnt skin man, which is like copper, because that's what the Most High say. His skin is the color of burnt brass. And if you have to burn brass, it's going to have a color like copper, brown. So why is it that these people that hold my skin color, that copper skin color, above all the nations that upon the face of the earth, and all the nations upon the face of the earth has placed in order but we are the highest, but the lowest. We are the highest, but all the other nations put us as the lowest, the disgusting. But they know who we are. They know who we are. So we're gonna go to Deuteronomy, or Deuteronomy. My Lord, bring it back to me. Deuteronomy chapter 7. Okay, we're gonna check the Deuteronomy chapter 7 out, and we want to see actually, really and truly, the nations of the earth, why they treat us the way they treat us, why we in the punishment, under wrath, even though we in the grace, but we been, oh God, but we getting it all sides from all of the nations. So let's go find out in Deuteronomy. Okay, chapter 7. Read loud so they clear. I think it starts when the Lord thy God is on the. So that
God will defeat the nation.
All right, that's the headline. That's the
When the Lord God
Okay,
shall
so wait 1 minute. So God will defeat the nations. That's the info. No, not the info.
introduction.
That's the introduction. God will destroy the nations. Okay. Why God want to destroy the nations? Because a lot of the nations, they're corrupt, they're evil, and it don't. And when I say that, that's just what the Most High God's saying. Will destroy the nation. So let's read on and find out what makes that happen. And there's another book to go with that, which is Isaiah. We're gonna one more book we're gonna touch before we go. After this one, it's gonna be Isaiah. Isaiah 16, I think, and down to the 21st verse. So we're gonna do this first. Let's go into Deuteronomy, and let's go, because Most I say he's gonna destroy the nations. Okay, but we know that God has a bond on us, a nation of people that's his people, that is selected and elected. These people are his people. So let's go find out who are these people, and who are these people today in 2021. Read on.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither north.
Stop. When the Lord thy God do what?
Shall bring thee into the land.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land. Okay, read on.
Whither north goes to process it, and
I want to hear that good. Where what?
Whither thou goes to poses it, and hold cause unto many nations before thee.
Possess.
I'm gonna read it again.
Uh.
And halt, cast out. Oh God.
Take it down. Take it down.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land, whither nor goes to
Whether thou goest and possess.
Poses, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
And halt, cast out many nations before thee.
Mm-hmm.
The Hittites,
The Hittites,
and the Garshites, and the Amorites.
Gubashites.
Yeah.
Gubashites.
And
Okay.
the Amorites and.
Okay, stop it. I'm gonna help you. So okay, God is telling us, Most High is telling us that we're gonna go to a place where we're gonna possess this place. We're gonna own this place, and that place, God has cast out nations that was greater than us. 7 nations that was greater than us. 7 nations that was greater than Israel. Now, when I say Israel, I'm talking about the original Hebrew Israelites, the original copper skin, burnt skin people. God has a plan for us. But within, go on, read. 7 nations?
Um,
7 nations.
what? Chapter 7?
Yeah.
And the Canaanites, and the
Perizzites.
Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites,
Jebusites.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
7 nations more mightier and greater than us. Read on.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Let's read that again. When the Lord God do what? Bring who? Which these 7 nations? Who he bringing? Where is this people? Who is this people that God got to bring to us so we should smite them and destroy them? Who is this people?
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Okay, so we already know. I already told you, there are men in the world as beasts. A man who does not follow the principle or the protocol of the righteous ones is a violation. We have a systematic system. If you do not follow the rules and regulations, you could be a violation to the organization, to the systematic system, and they could use that against you. So these 7 nations that was there was violations against the Most High because they did a lot of things that was not of the Most High. So God said, when that day comes, after all the abominations and all the things that they are doing, practicing their beastly attitude, you, when you approach them, when they approach you, do not make covenants with them. Go ahead, read. Thou shalt not make.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor strew money into them.
Hear what the Most High God tell us?
Nor strew mercy unto them.
Show no mercy. Don't make covenants with them. But we do. It was for a reason the Most High God was telling us that. We don't.
Nor shall thou make marriages with them.
Nor thou shalt make marriage with them. Read on, read on.
Thy daughter, nor.
Let me break it down. No, Most High is telling us this. When that day comes, no matter what, show no mercy. Don't make covenants with them. Do not let our sons take their daughters and make no form of marriage. Don't take their daughters. Don't give them our sons. Let's stay within the God rim, the righteous blood, the divine blood. But we didn't do that. Read on.
Nor shall. Hold on.
You read that already. No marriage, no covenant, none of that.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Stop. For they will do what? The same thing Iblis said in the beginning with your shower. He says, when I told you that one of the reasons that we have a great problem and still the problem going on is because man was created. And the genes that was here didn't like, they love when God created man, but they thought that man had created man, God had created man so they would rule over man. And God, Most High didn't allow that to happen. Most High God created man for his purpose. God had a job for man and believe in man, knew man's heart from his creation, and had a different job for man, state of mind for man. But the genes, which is Iblis, the Shaitan, he was infatuated with man and wanted to have dominion and rulership over man. So if God did allow man to serve Satan, everything was going to be good. But that didn't happen. Read on.
that they may serve unto God, so will the anger of the Lord be
Handle
hot.
against us. So what I said before is the truth. We have all these people that doesn't want us to speak about God. They doesn't want us to proclaim the name of the Most High. They doesn't want us to proclaim the name of Yah or Yahweh. So they get mad every time we come on the live, and we're not talking about sex, we're not talking about drugs, we're not talking about doing suicide, we're not talking about nothing that will have no young child, no young boy, no young person, no person get themselves in problem. We're gonna get them prepared to get aware. So they don't want to hear that. They don't want us to follow the ways of our creator, the ways of the righteous. So they will make confusion, they will change things, they will tell lies, they will change the Bible, they will change everything God created, they will change it their own state of mind, how they want. Go ahead.
That they may serve other gods, so
So they
will
may serve other God. That means, you see what I'm saying? God, there is only one God, but there are many gods. Because even the Most High God telling you, Iblis is like a god because he's trying to get people to worship him. He's trying to get people to serve him. He's trying to get souls. He's trying to create an army. You gotta realize there's an army. Most High God is an army of righteousness growing with the angels and the cherubims and all that. This is the army of the Most High. Iblis now has the legions, the demons, the Obi-Man, all the evil people. Iblis is gathering his army. So why is it that the right and the left, they both are gathering armies? You don't have a base with just having a base. You have a base because you sometimes you know there's gonna have some form of attack or some type of war. America doesn't have his nukes and his bombs and his aircraft and his airbases just sitting there just for sitting there. It's there for a reason. It's there for whatever country or whoever that wants to play that they want to push itself or get out of order. America could defend itself. China has his the same way. Russia has their own the same way. All these countries has the nuclear weapons and this stuff in a formation against each other, and not only against each other, they all have their weapons in a V formation facing to the formant, saying that they're waiting for when the Most High coming, that they could attack because they know that the Most High is coming with tons of chariots and angels, and they believe they could blow them out from the sky. Okay, but this is another topic when we talk about the coming of the Most High and the infantry that's going to be coming in from, it's going to blind us. We're going to be blind because a lot of us, our mind is petty. We doesn't understand within our world. There are many worlds within our world, and there's some that is you can't see, and some that we start feeling, and we start feeling. There's some that start messing with us, crossbreed and all that. This is the thing that's going on forever. So it's not now. So back to what I was saying. So they would turn us away from following the Most High because this was the get go. This was, hey, we're gonna go and we're gonna try to see as much souls that we could steal and rob and confuse and bring hatred, cause them to fight, cause them to not to worship the Creator, cause them to rise against the Creator, and and this is what's going on. We have Christians, non-Christians, we have believers, non-believers, we have all sorts of people rising up, proclaiming a name, proclaiming a way, but we gonna see because it's not all of them that is proclaiming the name of Yah or of Yeshua or Yahweh. It's not them. They're not proclaiming that name. They claiming a different title, which is the title of Iblis. Okay, so their job is to change us away, so we do not do good things. We do not take care of the poor. We do not respect the elderly. We do not take care of the elderly. We do not greet our neighbors to neighbors. They live next door to next door, but they don't greet. They don't say good morning. They don't care. Everybody's so selfish. They're living in their own quarters. Everybody becomes in like an enemy to another, and the world is growing cold. And this is what Iblis sets off to do. He says, I will take away that joy in the world, that caring, that nurturing and all that, and I'll bring evil. I'll make people just become savages. I'll make people just be, have this demonic force about them. They will destroy their own children. They'll eat their children like wild pig or wild boar. So that's what they're doing. So they set off to change us, our ways from following the Most High. That's the plan, and to steal our soul. We don't.
That they may serve other gods, so will the anger of the Lord be kindled
Kindle
against
against
you.
them. Of course, God is angry, and God is angry. He's angry when He sees that a lot of the people now, and this is why we under grace, we under the grace of Yah, because why? Yah knows exactly what's going on in the colonial system. Yah knows that the people that are being forced and being forced, other gods is being forced upon them. The people that know that the system is actually misleading the people and not doing just by the people. Yeah, knows all this thing because the whole key thing is the system, the systematic system, the satanic system, the cult system. They all is working with Satan, the Shaitan, to find a way to mislead people. So if you're afraid to die, they're gonna save your life and they're gonna make you feel comfortable. You're gonna die anyway, but you're just not gonna die the right way. You're supposed to die. You're dying when you sell your soul, and you're worse than a poor man that died with nothing. At least that man died with dignity. That man died with his spirit. But when you die, and you die without a heart and without a spirit, and you die in sin, and you die in abomination, and you die in filth, you die in wickedness, man. I feel sorry for you either way because you're gonna be timing sin in your grave, man. You're gonna be timing sin in your grave. Okay? So what you do in the land of the living, be mindful because it will take its course on you even when you're dead. Even when you're dead, it will take. If you're practicing good and it's good, when you die, you're gonna see the goodness upon that body. That body gonna be laying there, but that body looking like it's just sleeping. That body don't look vexed. That body don't look like it under stress. You wonder, is it dead or you think it's not sleeping? Because the body is so at ease. That body is pure. That person lives a good life. That person's soul is a good soul. So when you look at them, it's like they're alive. They're still alive. And they might be dead for about 2 days, but every time you look at the body, you look at the body's like, ooh, like they're still alive. Like, what's going on? So it's the blessings of the Most High upon righteousness in the land of the living. Do good whilst you're alive, man. You can't do good when you die. How you gonna get up in the grave and go help somebody? You gonna get up out of your grave and say, let me go feed the poor? You can't do nothing. You're done. Boom, kaput. That's it. Do your good now and do not let them confuse you and cause you to go a different route and not the route of the Most High.
But thus shall ye deal with them. He shall destroy their altars and break down their images and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire.
Now you see what I'm talking about. That's why I don't go to a place where of graven images. My Lord is telling me over and over, and I keep saying, read Psalms 1. Remember Psalms 1. Do not sit in the seats of the scoffer, of the deceiver, of the unrighteous. So why is it that you know what the unrighteous like to do? Why is it that you're practicing it? You know what the unrighteous like to do. God told you, the Bible, the scripture told you, look and do not do the things that the unrighteous do. Do not go the ways of the unrighteous. Do not take the way. Do not sit in their seats. Do not do the things that they do. So most I studying from them. And listen, I'm going to help you to help yourself. Stay away from that individual. Stay away from the ways of that person. That person is a person with no respect, don't have no pride. Stay away from them. They're just gonna bring down your image, yourself. They're gonna break yourself. No, they're gonna break you down because they don't care. They already wrecked this stuff. It's like seeing a sister that has the way that practice the ways of the whore, the harlot, and she has slept with the whole community. Everybody knows that she has no shame. She's always smiling and flirty. She's always ready to turn whatever direction the dusty wind blow her. So, you know what I mean? Now, she might have a friend, and that friend has not know the game like her. But she will do her best to show her colors, to make her friend feel comfortable in her ways. So, of course, she'll want the friend to sit in her seat, because her seat is corruption. Her seat is confusion. Her seat is abomination. And she will groom that young sister. So she'll say, look, watch me when I go outside. You see how all the men be running to me? You see how I be getting my way when I want whatever I want? I make sure how I know how. They know, so they pass it on. So the ways of this, the deceiver of the ways of the unrighteous is like a virus. It's like a fungus that could infect you and make you go out of order. So do not pick up the way. Where we at with that? Now, y'all guys go ahead and smash the like button. Y'all overstanding today, Saturday, allowing y'all to know Psalms 1 is a definite, will allow you to protect yourself and keep you away from the people that is not of the righteous, but they are of the unrighteous. So you will see the things that they're doing and the things that they involve with, and that will give you a clue to stay away from people like that, because they're working not for your creator, but for the dark forces. Where we at with that? I have any questions here? I'll take some questions and then we'll go. What time is 1 hour since I'm here? I'll take some questions, and like I said, I appreciate y'all guys. I will not stop doing what I'm doing. I don't care if I end up having one person. I don't care if Facebook believe, YouTube believe that they will just slow my stuff down and take half. These days, like I said, I have to send a someone to investigate. Why is ask for someone to go? What do they call it again? Someone to go investigate my videos. Why is it that they're they're flagging? So now they're taking off, like I said, each video is, or a bunch of videos, they start removing these yellow S's that stop. Now I don't know what they're doing. When I put out the video, they slow down the rate of it. So it's not going high anymore. 13 hours, 200. But then they're going to tell me, maybe I still have 44,000 people. They're still there. All my people are still there. What is it? They're not getting the videos. I know I got people who likes me because they're there. But why is it I'm not reaching to them? Why is it that my videos, a guy told me, he said, I had like 9 people last week. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, brother. I don't know what happened, brother. We miss you, brother. Why is it these people telling me they miss me? Obviously, they couldn't see my stuff. They couldn't see. And I'm not no technician to this, but I'm saying something is going on. Y'all guys from the world, check my page out. See for yourselves if they're not fighting this platform down. Like I said, I made a video the day when I talk about the pump and stuff. I went outside, I made my video, and I couldn't post that video. The video wouldn't post. The YouTube studio, YouTube keep telling me they're processing. It took the next day, that was over 13 hours, processing. So a video that was not even 20 minutes. I don't even think it was 15. And it took 13 hours to process. And then when I finally say, you know what, I ain't gonna put that video out. I'm gonna just premiere that video for it to come out, and we're gonna do it on the premiere. They did the detour. They sent the video out, but it didn't come out as a premiere. So then we asking ourselves, if I have my stuff and I set my stuff on my phone, on my little computer to do what it gotta do, why is it automatic? It just comes out. So I know, and that's why I say they will not break me. I know they're trying to make me feel distressed. They're trying to make me feel, where I'm not interested in no more because of what they're doing. That's not going to stop me. I don't care if I came on the platform and there was nobody. I would talk worldwide because I know somebody listening. So that's the type of attitude. I don't care if I never get another check from the 21st anymore. All what I know from the moment I putting out literature, I'm putting out messages out there and it's reaching my people, that's all I'm concerned about. Because they ain't gonna let me know, allow me to get big. They wanna press me. And I know every vlog that I make, even when I'm speaking about the Bible. I don't fight against none. I don't break down nobody to say I'm saying look, no. I talk the right way in the right format with respect, and they always go and they take it half. They have the bots on me. The bots listen to me, and they just have them programmed. You talk about the church. Did he mention Christian? Ooh. Did he mention something about a priest? Ooh. That's how they got me. So anyway, did we clear that Deuteronomy? Okay, so we cleared Deuteronomy. And I brought these on jump to the 28th verse, Romans 9:13. We're gonna go to the 28th verse, the Romans 9:13. Is it 28th verse? I think, yeah, 28th verse. We're gonna go to that and we're gonna deal with that. So God is great and all powerful. And I don't care, like I said, I have my people. I oblige you all, I said unto you to go on and share the likes, check the videos out, put on your notification bell. You know, if you're, it's the Redshot BlackStar, RedShot BlackStar. Those of y'all who's looking for it, or y'all probably saw me popped up and y'all didn't see me again, you just gotta subscribe and make sure your notification bell is on. You know, because like I said, you will not get this I'm bringing from your average person, because they're more thinking about wealth. They're more thinking about how much money they can make. And money is important. It's a way to get your necessity, what you need and stuff like that. But I'm not going to lust. No, I'm not going to sell myself short. No, I'm not going to do things that people want me to do to impress them in sin. I will take it the hard way. I will go about it the right way, the God-fearing way, and I don't care what it takes. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let nobody try to deprive me or buy me so they could drop me short. I ain't going to make nobody to make me a star. That's why my name is the Black Star. I am a star. Every black copper child is a star. And every black man, black woman is a king and a queen. They are stars. We are in stars, they're worlds and stars. So, you know, that's what we are. And as long as I glorify the Most High every day, that's all. So we're going to run quick fast in the Romans 9:13 and down to the 28th verse. We're going to touch that a little pace. And that's going to be all that I'll take the questions. Let's quick fast in the 9:26. Let's short stuff.
For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because the short work will a short work will the Lord make upon the earth.
You see what I'm saying? So my impact, that I say it all the time. I say it all the time. A short word. That's why I keep saying I'm not just here for the charismatics and all of that there. That's good. A lot of people is learning, you know, it's health, you know, and health is wealth. So it's all good. And vital is vital. But you know, it's more, and it's a whole lot much more that we as, you know, elders got to take that responsibility and know that, hey, we have to show a better side of us, because we are the matriarchs in today's time. And so we have the young ones looking at us. And the more filth that we send out there, it is the more it's going to contaminate the young ones. So if I am an adult or an elder and I'm not mindful of what I am doing, the things that I'm doing will affect young men and young women, then I am to hold responsible for the downfall of the young ones that was growing, because the young ones is looking at me. The young ones always look at the elders. They always look at the elders. Child look at mother, child look at father. Child look at the surrounding. Child look at what is in power, who's controlling. The child go to school to watch the teacher. If you teach your child to be obedient and be respectable at the home. When the child goes to the school, the child will have that same attitude. The child will not speak while the teacher is speaking, because the child does not speak at home when the mother and father is speaking to each other and the child just come in. So there is everything that you do could shine bright on a righteous path, and everything you do dark could shine dark on the darkest path. So that's what it is. And we got to stick to that. We got to keep that and know that God is God and God is great. So where you at, Mama? That was it? Okay. So that was a little part right there I just wanted to bring to y'all guys and let y'all guys see. Okay? Peace and blessings and all praise to the Most High. Love. Hope y'all guys. Oh, let me get the questions, man. Let me get the questions.
Voice it with Chrissy said we're listening.
Who?
Voice it with Chrissy. She said she's listening.
Bless up, Mr. String, and give thanks. Thank you for having the time to come and hear the eye. Give our praises unto the Most High. And I always say, if I have come on the platform and say anything to guide anybody, let the Most High jack me up instantly. But if what I bring is of the delight of the people, then let the blessings go for all of us and the overstanding for all. Peace and blessings, Mr. String. I appreciate you being on the platform.
Real no. It's like, do you think the moon affects people and their ways?
Of course, because listen, I used to plant food, and even being a fisherman, working with the tide. There's certain time when it's full moon, the tide is, there's high tide and low tide, and that work with the moon. When you go to plant food, if you want the food to grow big and make enough, you plant on a certain moon. Where when you go, you plant your food, you can get your food coming out big pieces of yam, long pieces of yam and stuff like that. There are times you even coconuts. Some people plant coconut trees and they grow real tall. But if you plant your coconut tree under a certain moon, your coconut tree will not grow tall, but it will stay short. They have, so we know throughout times, man always use the wind, the moon, the sun to move around, motivate, and know how to, travel and, to survive upon the earth. So of course, these things was here before they ever make time with a clock. People knew time. I always said, I used to remember my mom would push a stick in the dirt, and on a Sunday when she's washing the clothes, we wash the clothes, she'll stick that stick there, and we will see how long from how the shadow of the stick to the sun, which she knows when it's 12 o'clock. I mean, the woman was uneducated, but the woman was actually educated by the Most High God. So she was powerful. She was a spiritualist, and I learned a lot from her. So yes, we do things a lot within what nature has bring for us. We work under the sun, we work under the moon, we work under the stars, we work under the formants, we work with the wind, we work with the earth, we work with the wood, and we love the wood from the earth. We use that. So of course, yes, my brother, we do. Next question.
Somebody said the same thing happens on their channel. Denise.
Yeah, they setting us up, bro. That's what they do. I mean, when I first started that and I wanted to upload a video, it never take no 2-3 hours to upload it. Bomb. I have unlimited data. My phone not supposed to be slow. I've been a T-Mobile customer for 21 years. These days they want to break down to me unlimited. They want to break down to me. I mean, unlimited is infinite is infinite, never stop. Now they want to break it down. So we're all working together. What I know that with a 10-minute video doesn't even take 10 minutes. Well, a 10-minute video will take 10 minutes or whatever. It will load up quicker than 10 minutes. Now I do a 10-minute video and all 13 hours is still trying to load up. And then there's always a problem. And then when it's like I tell you, they're messing with us. They're watching all of us that's doing the good stuff, that bringing the truth, that's not using profanity, that's not, lowering ourselves, putting ourselves out there. We're doing right. We're doing good. They don't like that. They want more people to talk about, and they phony too, because they will allow certain people to come out and show their body and talk about certain things. But if you use an example and use the word sex in your example, they want to flag you. But then we have somebody that's talking about F this and that's that and the F and that and this and that. And right through the entire video, you see what they are doing. And, people even showing you they're having intercourse. Intercourse. Now you have this on showing the world. Now, if you say, what are you going to do? You're going to warn the person? Why don't you stop the video? Why don't you prevent the video from showing? You tell them something, so you say, but the video shows, and it still get it numbered. Why don't you just block it? But they would freeze our video instantly. Freeze it. Or stop it from getting views. They know what they are doing to us. So it's okay. Like I said, brother, they do it to you, they do it to me, and they do it to a lot of us that they don't like. And they stop our views from growing up, from getting up. Because I know, like I said, people subscribe to me every day. Sometimes I get 5 people straight subscribing. So tell me, from since the summer, before the summer, until the summer is gone, here comes the winter again, I still stuck right there. But people are saying they're subscribing. And like I said, people are asking me, you're red, you don't have your channel no more. I said, what? What do you mean? Well, I can't find you. Some people told me they had me, and they just see I disappear out of their phone. Like, I don't know, what is that? They said, bro, I never deleted you. I got your number right here. You my personal trainer, though. I never delete you out of the phone. I'm telling you, look here. Look, I know one guy that put me in there 3 times. He go to Florida, he come out, he said, yo, one day his phone shut off and he can't find me. So, like I said, they doing it to you, they're doing it to me, they're doing it to everybody. More questions?
Louis said good morning.
Good morning, Lou. How you doing, my brother? Thank you for coming on the platform. I appreciate you being here.
Aaron said respect.
Blessed Aaron. Today's Saturday. I usually go on Instagram and do a little something, but I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna do nothing because I can't always get up early. Came in late last night. I did the bust up sweat different. Did you like the bust up sweat? It wasn't really a bust up sweat, but I still sweat because it still was a bust up sweat anyway. But I did a lot of stretching. I did different little workouts, different stuff. I did that short punch. Hey, this is a massive, very short punch. You don't have to pull your hand all the way back. You keep your hand right here. And from this, boom, from this, boom, boom. Your hand could be like this, boom, boom. So I did that, and you'll see the little power band now. And if you keep practicing that every day, you get better, you get stronger. I did the 4-finger push-ups. I did this one, okay, and I did quite the workout that I did with just your hands going behind your neck, and you're doing these push-ups. This is crazy. If y'all guys could make it to 20, you could take it up to 30, you could take it up to 40, you could take it up to 50, as much. But whatever you do behind your neck, you're doing on the ground. So if you do 10 behind your neck, you're gonna do 10 here, then 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14. Yeah, that's how we do. So this was a workout I did yesterday, and I think that was excellent. I feel great. I feel excellent. Follow the workouts. They work. Do them, and input. If you reach your level and you figure it's getting to it, just increase with more reps in it, and you'll see it's right back where I left it. So again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all very much. Stay tuned for next Friday's workout. You're gonna love it because it's about building strength in the arms and neck. I'll show you how you can build strength for your head and your neck. And I'm gonna show you that if God the most I spend my life, I'll show you all that next week, Friday, bust up sweat. This was gonna be 2 new things I'm gonna show you. So when you'll see it, you're gonna do it every day. It will strengthen, it will give you an iron hand. It will raise all the muscles. You're going to be using all the muscles. And it's not nothing like doing push-ups and all that. It's something that you will not even believe that this alone could bring so much pain into your arms when it's just you stretching your arms. I'm not going to tell you the rest. If you want to see, make sure Friday night bust up sweat, or you are join the live to see this. Peace and blessings. All present to the Most High. Thank you all guys for coming today and every other day that you guys come, the original ones. And I appreciate y'all. I have 20 likes and 8 people here right now. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. People, look into what I am doing. Look into the truth and you'll see light is at the doorway. Peace and blessings. All praises to the highest King. All praises to the greatest powerful God upon all gods. Love. Good vibe.